Good morning students. Today I am going to teach you from Goel Brothers and Prakashan, which is different from Serena Publishers and R.S. Agarwal. The question reads as follows. A man bought 500 shares, each of the face value rupees 10. A man bought how many shares? 500 shares. Face value of each is rupees 10 of a certain business concern, and during the first year after the purchase received 400 as dividend on his shares. He receives how much? 400 dividend on his shares. Find the rate of dividend on the shares. So here rate of dividend on the shares. Clearly mentioned rate of dividend on the shares. So here man bought how many shares? 500 shares. Number of shares is 500. Face value of each share is how much? Rupees 10. Face value of each share is rupees 10. Right? And during the first year after purchase received 400 rupees as dividend on his shares. Dividend how much? 400. Right? So find the rate of dividend on the shares. Rate percentage, rate of dividend on the shares. Rate of dividend is nothing but rate percentage on the shares. So here what are the given condition? Number of shares, face value, dividend is given. So calculate this dividend is for 500 shares. So dividend on each share. 500 shares, dividend is 400. So for one share how much? Dividend on each share is equal to total dividend is how much? 400 by number of shares is 500. 4 by 5. So dividend on each share is 4 by 5. So there is nothing confusion. Here face value is 10, dividend is 400. That means for 500 shares dividend is 400. For one share how much? For 500 shares, dividend is 400. For one share, 400 by 500, that is 4 by 5. Find the rate of dividend, that is now rate percentage, is equal to dividend by face value into 100. Here he is asking find the rate of dividend by on the shares, that means by the company here. Find the rate of dividend by on the shares by the company. So rate of dividend is nothing but dividend is how much we got? 4 by 5. Face value is how much? Face value, when you are calculating rate percentage by the company, so you have to use the word, you have to use the face value. Is 10 to 100. 10 10 no? 10. 10 on the 10 10 the 100. 4 by 5 into 10. 5 on the 5 to 8%. So rate of dividend is 8%. Right? It's very simple question. Next one. Next one. So it's clear. Dividend is each share I calculated. Therefore, dividend rate percentage. Find the rate of dividend. He is asking. I use the formula and I got the answer. Next one. Mukul invests rupees 9,000 in a company paying dividend 6% per annum when a face value of shares stands at rupees 150. What is his annual income? So this is also straightforward question. Mukul invests how much? 9,000. Investment is 9,000 and paying dividend 6% per annum. Dividend is equal to 6% per annum, right? And face value is how much? Face value is 100. Face value stands at rupees 150. That means market price is 1. Market value is 150. So once again I will read out the question. Mukul invests rupees 9,000 in a company. He is investing 9,000 in a company by paying a dividend. Company paying a dividend 6% per annum. when a share value of rupees 100, when a share value of rupees 100 stands at 150, what is his annual income? Annual income, this is very simple. So many problems we have discussed. Annual income is nothing but dividend is equal to discount percentage of face value into number of shares. So dividend percentage is what? Given 6 by 100 into face value. What is the face value? Face value is 100 into number of shares. Number of shares, how will you get? Number of shares is nothing but total investment by market value. So this cancels. 6 in total investment is 9,000. Market value. Market value is 150. 15 6 are 96. So 6 6 are 36. So dividend is rupees 360. Next, if he sells 50% of his shares when the price rises to rupees 200, he sells 50% of his shares. Sells 50% of his share. How many shares he has? So number of shares. Next, again calculate case 2. This one is over. Annual dividend is over. So number of shares. Total investment by market value. Total investment already it is there. No, we calculated it, but here still you have to try once again. 9,000 by 150. That is nothing but 60. So 50% of the shares. So sells 50% of his shares. 50% of shares. How many shares we got? 60. 50% means what is the meaning of 50%? Out of 100, 50% sold. So if shares are 100, 50% are sold means what you will write here? He sells 50% of his shares. So out of 100, 50 is sold. That is the meaning. So here what you will write? Total. This is sales. Out of 100, 50 sold. Now, what is the total number of shares here? 60. Total investment. You can write. Total investment is number of shares. Total number of shares is 60. You can write. So calculation 60 into 50 by 100. 30. Once again, here let the total number of shares be 100. So out of 100 he sells 50. Now here number of shares are 60. How many he sells? 30. So therefore, are you following what I am saying? Simple question. 50% of his shares are sold means out of 100, 50 is sold. So now we have 60 shares. How many he sells? 30 he sells. Therefore, he sells 50% of his shares when the price rises to 100. So number of shares now he has how many? Number of shares now is equal to 30. What is his annual? This is over. He sells 50% when the price rises to 200. Increase price how much? 200. So he is selling. How many shares? 30 shares. Actually, market price is 150. Market value is 150. Now he is very clever. So market value the price increased to 200. He sells 50% of the shares. So number of shares are 30. Now increase price is 200. So he sells 50% of his shares when the price rises to 200. What's the meaning of this? When the price is increased from 150 to 200, he sells 30 shares. That is the meaning. Once again, he sells 50% of his shares when the price rises to 200. Actual price is 150. Now the increased price is 200. Therefore, what he did, he immediately sold 30 shares. Now, what is his income? Actually, what is the actual increase? Actual increase is what? 200 minus 150. That is 50. 50 rupees is the actual increase per share. 200 minus 150 is 50 per share. right? So actual increase is 200 minus 50, that is rupees 50. Now how many shares, number of shares is sold, how much? How many shares is sold? 30. So what is his selling price? Therefore total selling price is equal to 30 into 50, 1500. It's very simple question. Once again I will explain. Mukul invests 9,000 in a company, paying 6% when the face value of 100 stands at 150. Market value is 150, face value is dividend. So we calculate dividend, it is 360. Now come back to the second part. What he sells 50% of his shares. How many shares are there? 150. How many shares are there? Actually 60 shares are there. 50% means it is 30. You need not do actually all this. You can write it as number of shares is 30 now. He is given, he sells 50% of shares when the price rises to 200. So actual price was 150. Now increased price is 200. Immediately when the price is increased, he immediately sold some shares, that is 30. Now what is his actual increase? Actual 150. Now it's 200. 200 minus 50 is 50. Rupees 50 is the actual increase. Now selling price. So selling price of one share. So actual increase is 150. Now total selling price. Total selling price is nothing but increase on one share is 50. Number of shares are 30. So it is 1500. So what is the gain on this transaction is nothing but 1500. He gained 1000 rupees, 1500 immediately when the price rose from 150 to 200 by selling 60 by selling 30 shares. He gained rupees 1500 by selling 30 shares at the market value of, at the increased price. Okay. Next question. A part of 3020 is invested in 6%. Again another model, another question. A part of rupees 3020 is invested in 6% 100 rupees shares at rupees 97 and the rest. A part of 3020 invested in 6% 100 rupees at 97 and the rest 12% 100 rupees at rupees 108. If both bring the same, find the sum invested in the selling and the total dividend. Find the sum is asking investment and the total dividend. So a part of 3020 invested. What is the actual amount? Actual amount is 3020, right? So let one part be X, other part is equal to 3020 minus X. So one part is X, other part is 3020 minus X. Again write down all the conditions. Is invested in 6%, face value is 100. Next, market price is 97. Again dividend is equal to 6%. Dividend is 6%. Next, what is the other case? And the rest at 12%. Dividend is equal to 12%. Next, face value 100. Market value is 108 now. So once again, I will read out the question. A part of 3020 is invested in 6%, face value 100 at rupees 97, that is market value, and the rest in 12%, face value is 100 at rupees 108, market value is 108. He is asking find the sum invested in the shares selling. How much he invested on this? How much he invested on this share selling, and the total dividend is asking. Total dividend and this one. So again go for the basics. Dividend is equal to dividend percentage of face value into number of shares. So dividend percentage is nothing but 6 by 100 into face value. Face value is 100. Number of shares. Number of shares is what? Total investment is X by market value 97. So X by 97, right? Now again this one same formula you apply. So 12 by 100 into, what is this? 12 by 100 into face value is 100. Number of shares 3020 minus X by market value is 108. 12 into 3020 minus X by 108. So cancellations you do. 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9, 3 6 are 18, 4 1s are 4 9s are 13. 3020 minus X by 9. What is he asking actually? If both bring the same dividend, means this is D1 and D2. Same dividend means same. X by 97 is equal to 3020 minus X by 9. So simplify this. So 9x is equal to 97 into 3020 minus X. You simplify this, the answer is 1940. So the answer is 1940. Simplify this one, 99x and this one, bring this that side. So answer is 1940. Now what is he asking? Total dividend is asking. So total dividend is nothing but X by 97 I'm sorry, here it is 6 is there, I forgot here 6x. So 9 7s are here. I please make a note of it. This is 6, I forgot here. So 100 cancel, 6x by 97. So 6x by 97, from this calculate the value of x. You will get it as 1940. You simplify this, simplification I am not doing. 1940. So now therefore 1940, one part is equal to 1940, the other part 3020 minus 1940. So this one you calculate and write down. So D1 dividend 1 6 by 97 into 1940. You calculate this one. D2 is what? 3020 minus 1940. You simplify that one. That is 1080. So here D2 is nothing but 1080 3020 minus X by 9. That is equal to 1080 by 9. So this value 6 by 97 into 1940 is 120. 6 value, that is that 6x by 97. 6 by 97 into 1020 is nothing but 120, and this one 1080 by now this one 1080 by 9. This one you can calculate. 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 120. This is 120. This one is, both are 120. Okay. Yeah, both are 120. So total dividend is 120 plus 120. D1 plus D2 is equal to 120 plus 120, 240. So that's it. Very simple. So here only thing is the calculation part is big in this. So here getting the value of x is, since you are in 10th class, please try to do by yourself. already I have done here. Just now I am copying the value from here so that you can save the time, because simple calculations you can do by yourself. So therefore actually what is asking, find the sum invested in the shares. He invested rupees 1040 in first form, and other one is 3092 minus 1080 is 3020 minus 1940 is 1080. 1940 is investing in this, 1080 is investing in another one. So the total when you combine you will get 3020, and dividend is 97, here 120 and here also 120. So total dividend is 240. There is the problem. So with this is a totally new problem for you, which are totally different from Sirena Publishers and RS Agarwal. Last problem. 21 minutes past. Last problem, which I will continue in the next class because already 21 minutes passed. So thank you students, have a nice day. Please click on the blue color icon and subscribe my channel. Share this video to your friends so that they will also get knowledge from this. Thank you students, have a nice day. Bye. Bye students.